All right, so you're thinking about content creating. Um, you're in your 40s and you're dealing with all this self doubt. How do I look on camera? How do I sound? What are people going to think? What are my friends going to think? And these are things we all deal with. I'm dealing with it now. Even when new troubles come along or new, little hurdles I got to jump over trying to learn this technology thing and YouTube and just dealing with your things you deal with in your 40s. I wanted to do this video straight cut style, no heavy cuts, no crazy edits. Not that I've learned that many. And I just want to talk to y'all because you need to see it in a very real, realistic, beginner mode, setting. And I feel like this is the best setting to do it. Um, yeah. So what works for me? First of all, I have to learn how to relax. I gotta relax. Relax. Whatever you need to do to relax on camera, um, incorporate that. Whether you gotta hold something, maybe you don't know what you do. You don't know what to do with your hands, so I have to hold something. It's the one lady I follow. Man, I forgot her name. I'm gonna tag it in the beginning somewhere here. Um, she doesn't know what to do with her hands, so what she does is she clips her mic on top of like maybe a spatula, right, or like on her teddy bear, and she can hold that, and she not doesn't have to worry about her hands and what her hands are doing, so she can focus on the video solely. I think that's an awesome idea. It helps her deal with the reality of what's going on in real time and keeps her focused on you guys, the viewer, right? I think that's an amazing technique. Me, I was doing music. I've been doing music for the majority of my life. I was a singer. I was a songwriter. I was a rap artist. So I'm used to being in videos and being on stages and talking to people, a lot of people at one time. Now the thing I have to get used to is talking to myself or the viewer in a camera. Like nobody's in the room, and I have to kind of like speak and respond to myself in a sense, and that can get a little weird at times, right? But I think the more I record videos, the more I consistently record, I'm getting used to it. Now I've done it, and not that much, but I've done it enough to. I can't wait to do my next one. But I think my thing is I'm so in love with learning it all, right? I get a kick out of like what's the new thing, and then conquering that, right? Whether it's a new edit trick or a new audio thing I learned, or how I like to position myself on camera, or new spaces and new places I want to position myself. Me, I'm just in my room now, and I usually wouldn't even be. I like to be outside creating and finding different spaces for different backgrounds. I like an adventurous outdoor kind of look when I usually do my videos, but I'm in my room today, and it's in black and white. I usually like to use black and white if there's no edits, me just speaking rawly into the camera to kind of separate the edited versions of like scripted maybe vlogs to like my real unscripted just talking points, and I just want to do it. There's no rules when you're creating. You can do what you want, and you should relax in that. There's no wrong way to do it either. You ever notice how I got watch some of these videos where it's just somebody in their car and they're speaking on, they may be an Uber driver talking about their experiences driving Uber, or they may be an engineer and talk about some things at the job, and they just in their car kind of venting and unloading into the camera. And then you may notice that video who may doesn't have like maybe the best audio or like crazy edits, but they have like 100,000 views, right? And common sense starts to set in and shows you that at that point, all that matter is the value. So the average viewer may not be looking for like the crazy edits and colors and lighting and all that. People are just getting on YouTube sometimes to find value. If now I don't have the stats on this, but I'm assuming most people who go to YouTube are just trying to find out, maybe learn something, or it may be a home chef looking up recipes, right? So she wants to find the value in the best recipe possible. She's not looking for the best lighting and who got crazy edits and whatever, the things you worry about as a creator. They're just looking for value. And I think that's very important and keen to starting. We worry so much about like the best camera, or the best mics to use and spending all this money for you to start doing it and then realize, oh, I didn't need none of that. I just wanted to provide the value and hopefully somebody take it. The comments will let you know that you've been doing a great job. An awesome job at just providing value. And then you got to relax in that. Find comfort in that. Hey, look at it like this. If it feels weird to just sit in front of a camera by yourself, talking to nobody essentially, how weird would it feel if there's a bunch of people in the room just staring at you with mics and sound things, and how weird would it feel then? That's even more awkward to me. When I used to rap and do music videos, I'm in the camera rapping to the screen, and there's tons of people just staring at me. The one guy maybe dancing or rapping on beat. That's a little more awkward to me. So being in the comfort of my own home, talking to a camera, not being judged or critiqued by nobody, that's kind of cool, I guess if you change your perspective on it, it allows you to relax a little bit, and then you can get off whatever it is you need to get off in camera. So just relax. I think that's one of the first ways you get over that, doubting yourself and what this is. There's no way to do it. There's no I know influencers and content creators try to sell manuals and classes and workshops, but essentially there's no formulative way to do this. Like, yeah, there's tricks and tips, or maybe help you get looked at differently, or maybe put you in a different space, tell you to niche down, or maybe you don't want to niche down. Maybe you want to talk about a bunch of things. Maybe you want to talk about one specific thing. But there's tons of people on the internet right now that are quote unquote successful by doing many things. So who's to say your way is not the new thing or the best way that's for you? So I think we should find comfort in that. Just relaxing and that's what it is. So like I said earlier, I was a musician for the majority of my life. I was a rapper. I had my first deal. I signed my first deal in 2008, 2007, 2008 with Snoop Dogg. It's my first label. I was in a group called Western Union. Me, myself, my man Damani, and my guy Superfly, who's a incredible producer that's actually works with Snoop Dogg even to this day. And it taught me how to be comfortable in big spaces where people are all staring at you. I had to be on stages with maybe 20, 30, 40,000 people staring at me, listening to me rap a song they don't even know yet, right? Opening up for Snoop Dogg and being on tour with Snoop, and then you can't be bigger or overshadowed. He's the biggest, so you can't be more famous than him. So essentially, they're trying to really get to him. Got to listen to you first, right? And then you're dealing with that. That's a confidence thing. Or being on the road, and you may feel very high about yourself and who you are as an artist, and they don't care about you on the road. They're trying to get to Snoop Dogg. So that helped me early on dealing with my confidence, right? It helped me build tough skin. So I'm just kind of like bringing those over here in this space, where nobody knows me. It's not what I'm used to doing. Music is second nature. Writing raps or writing stories or writing songs are second nature. But in this space, it's all new. I'm learning like on the job. But the reason I feel like I can help about maybe self-doubt, maybe lend some tips to self-doubt, because this space I'm all new in. And the things that help me in music may help you here in your vlogging space, especially being 40 and up. We don't come up in a generation where we're used to being in front of the camera, right? We didn't film everything. We weren't comfortable with people sticking a camera in our faces and we just talk all our business. So we don't come from that. We have to learn how to be comfortable in that. So I understand. Like I said, I'll be 45 this year, so I get it. You know what I mean? And the kids nowadays who are dominating in such a way, not necessarily dominating, but just doing an awesome job with technology and everything, they're born in a space with they got phones as early as 10 years old in some families. So they're used to it all. And they're very comfortable on camera, and being silly on camera or serious, whatever the case may be. And That helps them a lot. But here's where you have the advantage. You have experience. You have 40 plus years of experience behind you. That's an incredible advantage to have. You know, just say if you were a chef cooking for maybe 20 something years. So while you're worried about how you look on camera or how you sound, or do you have the best phone or camera for how you're being viewed, the knowledge you have from being a chef is priceless. You already have an advantage of a new cook coming in front of a camera who may know the camera, may know all the technology, but they don't have all the recipes down packed. They don't understand different ingredients, and they may not have been around the world studying food their whole life, but you do, right? So sometimes you got to find rest comfort in your advantages, in your experiences. And I think that's a great way to look at it. You know, that's where overcoming that self-doubt part, think about the things you do in your job. You may be a mechanic, right? So you're doubting yourself on camera, worried about the other things I just spoke on. But the way you are with dealing with trucks or Toyotas or exotics is impeccable. You do that in your sleep. You change the transmission in your sleep, right? The way you paint cars, you can do that blindfolded. So talking about it should be easy. It's nothing to you. And you know, so let's use that. Just use that. You know, and then the more you do it, the more you pick it up. I have my camera I have right now was a gift from my good friend Mr. Howard 365. He's an amazing content creator. He's an amazing friend. He gifted me my first camera. My first camera is a Sony ZV-E10. Now it's an awesome camera, but when I'm doing Instagram, before I ever started actually doing video on this camera, I was on Instagram making reels for my page. I did that only through my phone. I have an iPhone 13 Pro Max. It's an amazing phone. I haven't even got the 16 yet. I'm not in a rush to do iPhones every year. That's not my thing. You know, I give about 3 or 4 years, then I'll upgrade. Because technology doesn't change too much from year to year. That's another tip on a side note for y'all who want to rush to do the iPhone every year thing. I'm not spending $1,000 on the phone every year to get a new emoji. It's not happening, right? But I say that to say I had to learn the camera, you know, hands-on experience, right? But if I just had my phone, if I want to vlog and started with my phone, then that's something I would learn. That's something I had to learn on the fly, and understand my experiences is what helps me get through this. For those of you who don't know, I'm also a photographer. You know, I've been doing photography for the last year and a half. It'll be 2 years in March? I think 2 years, February, March. So if I turned this into a photography page, or if I wanted to do photography on a separate channel or just a separate lineup of content, I could do that. I have a couple of years of experience, so I can speak from that point of being fairly new, somewhat in photography. I've been paid for gigs. I've had big gigs. I've done photo shoots for friends for free and for money. I had my first gallery last year in November, where I had a whole gallery with all my work. So I wouldn't call myself necessarily a professional photographer, but I've been paid for photography. I've had many gigs. I'm on a gig right now, shooting behind the scenes photos for a documentary right now, and I've been paid for that gig. So I could take that content and transform it over to like, okay, I'm going to talk about photography now because I have a couple of years of experience doing photography, and I can help somebody who doesn't have 2 years of experience. Maybe somebody's new and just picked up a camera for the first time. Maybe they just picked up a Sony ZV-E10 and want to know how to work it. I've learned how. So that's something I can contribute to the space. I think that's a great way, and we'll talk about some of our advantages. Being 40 plus, you know, I think we gotta get out our heads about it. You know, sometimes we worried about it's probably corny or it doesn't look cool, or what's the adult way to do it? I think you're thinking too much about the wrong thing. And I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to me also. Because these are some thoughts I've had in the past about when to start or how to start. This phone was given to me a year and a half ago to do vlogs specifically. I was so nervous doing videos, didn't know what to do. I started taking pictures. Now I end up falling in love with photography, and it's an awesome thing, and I'm glad I did because I love photography. But I was given this camera to do videos. My guy, Rob, thought I had a great personality to do vlogs. And I let my fear of the unknown not stop me from even pressing record to make a video. That's my bad. I could have had 2 years of experience right now doing videos. And I set myself back. Now, like I said, I found another love, so that's awesome. But I was supposed to do videos. You know what I mean? So we have to get out of that. These things that your viewer is not worried about. That's the stuff you're worried about right now. Your viewer doesn't care. Now audio, I think, if I have to add a tip or stuff I think you should need or be concerned about, is audio. I think audio is very important. The quality of the video, that's kind of like, that's on the viewer, right? But people aren't so on the quality. You don't have to have crazy editings and tricks and the best color grade. And that's not what the viewer don't be tripping on that. They have people, they fall off of that stuff, right? But you have to have clear audio. You ever turn to a vlog? I do the same thing. I'll turn to a vlog and I'll turn it on because I'm interested because of the caption or what the thumbnail says or looks like. But I can't hardly hear them because they may be speaking into a phone with no mic and the sound is bad. They back too far and I can't hardly hear them. I turn the video right off because no matter what they're doing in the video, it may be exciting, funny, or whatever, I can't hear you. So I'm disconnected. So that's one thing you should invest in is a mic. And I'm not saying you buy a $200, $300 mic. The Amazon got mics right now for $20, $30 that's passable. I don't mean bad. I just mean it's passable. We can watch your videos and actually hear you and enjoy the content or get the value from the content. I think that's a great thing to do. I have two mics. I have a Rode mic, a Video Go mic, I think it's called. Video Go or something like that. It's a little shotgun mic. My wife got that mic for me on Father's Day 2 years ago. Right after I got the camera. Like a year and a half ago. She knew I needed a mic. She bought me a mic. She brought me a mic. I love my wife. She's awesome. She got me my Rode mic, which I'm talking into now. Another friend of mine, Josh, which is Rob's best friend, Mr. Howard's best friend, Mr. Howard 365. Josh is his best friend. Josh, who is a photographer himself, who's learning to get into video and vlogging, he gave me an Anchor Work mic, the mic you can clip on and walk around and clip onto the camera. I love that mic. Having good friends has its advantages. People who support you has its advantages. So that helps me a lot. It helps me in my big old age of 44, 45, in being comfortable and people supporting you. Meaning you get excited about, what you're going to do next. You even get excited about the mistakes. Oh, I could have did that better, or sound could have been better on that video. Okay, let me go make another video to make it better. Or you may get 2 comments, right? And though there's 2 comments, the comments may be, awesome work, loved your video. Oh man, I feel just like this, man. Thanks for saying that. Those little comments will drive you. Now you want to make another one because you want to offer value to people. People finding value in your content, that's an amazing feeling. It's amazing. And I think, you lean on that. It fuels the fire. If you don't mind me saying, it really fuels the fire when people are finding value in the things you have to say and they're learning from you. That's how communities are built, right? Your subscribers start going up. This is your community, right? This is a community that you have created of somewhat like-minded individuals that you got a common thing. amongst you. Whatever it is you're talking about. You may be talking about gardening, and now you build a community of people who are into gardening, learning, teachers, skill-wise, whatever the case may be. I think it's an awesome thing. I'm finding the beauty in it. Even now with this video, I've never done a video where I just talk straight in the camera, unscripted. And I say unscripted, I have bullet points, obviously, to get me on track when I forget what to say next. Then I know that, okay, I have this to talk about. This is a bullet point. So I do bullet points, but it's unscripted. I didn't write all the stuff down. I'm not reading off a teleprompter. I'm literally talking into the camera about how I feel and what got me through my self-doubt being a 40-plus-year-old content creator. And now I'm just letting it fly, not really going in any specific order. I have my phone here. My phone is posted right by under my camera. Looking into my notes. Oh, look down every now. Okay, got this, whatever. And then, going to the next statement. And I'm looking again because okay, boom, okay, cool. So, yeah, man, yeah. So I'm just like, I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying the process of vlogging. I hope that and don't let the numbers get you down. We're early. I assume if you're here, you're early in the process of recording. Whether you haven't started yet or you up to what 10, 15, 20 videos, you may be up to 100. We're just starting. I got videos that have 50 views. I got videos that have 20 views. I got videos that have 500 views. I'm just grateful that anybody watched. And I'm grateful for those numbers to keep growing. Let them keep growing. They're going to grow. They're going to grow. There's going to be more content. There's going to be comments here. There's going to be, and let me ease your spirit. There's going to be good and bad comments. Don't focus on the negative. Keep it positive. You got to push on. Like I said, I have some videos with maybe one comment. And the comment may be, great job. That right there, I love it. I love that someone thought that I did a great job because I'll be so hard on myself as a new content creator and as an older content creator. Look, trust me, sometimes my anxiety goes through the roof when I'm outside. I'm in my home trying to figure this out. When I'm outside in Los Angeles, I live in Los Angeles, publicly, it's people everywhere. There's not even like a low-key place to go. You got to drive far to find yourself in a space where nobody is, right? There's people all over LA. I don't care what time in the morning you go or what time at night. There's people all over the place. So when I pull out my tripod and camera and try to set up my mics are on and everything, there's hundreds of people looking at me. But here's the thing, that's still like a 40-year-old thought. There's so many people looking at me. Because realistically, there's not hundreds of people looking at me or staring at me. That's the perspective, right? And we're in the age of content creating. Everybody knows what I'm doing. Now, mind you, if I pulled out a tripod and a camera to record myself, and this was 1996, then yeah, what is he doing? And why is everybody looking at me? Is he a reporter? Does he work with the news? Then I understand it then. But 2024, everybody has a camera filming themselves, talking into it. That lady on the train or on the bus that she's talking to, it seems like she's talking to herself. Nobody's paying attention to that. They understand what earbuds are and headphones, and people can talk through their glasses if they have the Ray-Ban Meta glasses, or they can talk through their earbuds. Nobody's tripping. Ain't nobody talking to themselves. We understand what's going on. So find comfort in that also, that people know what you're doing, and they don't care. They don't care. They do not care. I was at the beach the other day doing a YouTube short for one of my cameras I have, and I kept messing up. It was a very shorts are only a couple of seconds, so. But I just kept messing up over these words. Sometimes when first of all, I talk real fast, and as I do the video, if you notice, I'll try to slow myself down. And if I talk too fast, I stutter. So these are things I got to deal with on camera, right? So I'm out there at the beach doing my short, And there's people, on the boardwalks, skating by, doing rollerblading in the morning, or runners in the morning walking by, and everybody look over there, but they don't care. That's nothing new. I'm not a foreign to them, not an alien to them. They've seen that. They see people filming themselves and doing videos. I watched a guy. I went to the Huntington Library with my friend Austin to take some pictures, and there was a guy full on TikTok performance. I thought it was amazing. I didn't think he was weird. He got the confidence. He's dancing in front of the camera. He was a great dancer. His friend is holding the camera. He did a full routine. Thought it was amazing. Nobody's looking at him laughing. Nobody cares. Doing a great job. So for you, as the 40 plus year old content creator, no matter what age range you are, no matter how old you are, whatever, you as a content creator, you may be new to this space and thinking all these things about yourself. Push past that. If you can push past that self-doubt, trust me, it will not be a problem again. I think I'm a bigger guy. I have a chipped tooth from a skateboard accident years ago, which I got fixed right after that. But in high school, I had a fight, and it got knocked out again. And I never told that story, but I'm not embarrassed of it. It's just, this is who I am. This is what it is. And I here's the thing: if you just deal with it, or talk about it, or let it out, or release, or whatever, people can't use it against you. It won't bother you anymore. It just won't. So, in many ways, I'm not telling you to do this. I actually have an actual therapist. But in many ways, this is therapy for me. Once again, I'm not saying use this as therapy. I have an actual therapist that I talk to, right? That actually helps me. But this is somewhat therapy for me. This is the release. I get to vent. I get to teach. I get to learn, right? And I think all that's exciting for me. And I'm looking forward to the next time. And the next time. And the next time. Do I want to do this for a living? I don't know. I want to do it right now. I want to learn so many things. I want to display so many things. And though this channel is based around, helping the beginner 40 plus year old content creator, and trying to help you navigate this world, which I'm navigating myself now. But I got many facets to my life that I want to show and talk about. Cool thing is, I am 44, 45, and I'm still growing. So whatever it is I decide to do is going to be from that perspective. Being older, figuring it out. And it's been an awesome adventure. And this is a new one for me. And it's fun. And it's cool. And I'm learning so much. And I'm being intentional about building community. I want to build a community in this space. I want to be able to build this community in such a way that one day we can meet up, go have coffee, go talk about our different things in life and challenges, and do meetups. And in photography, they have photo walks all the time where they'll do a meetup and go shoot, take pictures together, and go to lunch or go get coffee or whatever they decide to do. I want to build that kind of community here. It don't have to be photography. I'm saying it can be us just going to get coffee one day and talking over our things. We are all being older people in a new tech space. In this new tech era, us figuring it out. What does it look like? What does it look like for us not knowing maybe how to work the new things? Or we know how to work the new things. We just still dealing with that old school, we don't come from that mentality. So yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm excited about this new thing, this adventure, this new role for me. I've done about maybe, I don't know how many videos I've done so far, but not a lot. And every video I'm learning new things. Every video I'm trying new things. Like I said, this is my first video where I just talk straight through it, unscripted. So I'm going to learn a ton of things here, what I could have done better. And, you know, like I said, I talk fast, where I need to slow down at. You know, help trying to trying to edit myself in real time with filler words like and you know, you know, I'm like working in real time to try to make the best video possible that can add value or maybe help someone. And that's what this is. And yeah. So I'm so glad if you made it here that you sat through it. You're super cool for that. And I love you for that. God bless you. Because we're going to learn so much together here on this page. Like I said, I'm here to teach, but I'm also here to learn so much. So please like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let's work it out. Let's hang out. Let's learn more. Let's teach more. See you in the next one. Peace.